Okay, so in this session we will discuss about the dependency injection, and there is a built-in helper method in the fast API which is called as depends, where uh, you can use for calling the APIs like finding the object and try to call on the update of that method, or if you are performing any update or deletion or any getting API, right? First of all, you have to find that user, right? Or yes, or if you want to perform any authentication, like, so you want to find, you want to call the authentication API before going to, yeah, any other API, then also you can use this depends. Okay, so yeah, so how you have to include it using depends. Yeah. Mm, okay, I will rewrite this for the particular thing. Same functions I will try to rewrite. Okay. So what are all the things you need? I will remove this. So now you need depends. So I have written a depends. So what I will do? I will write one logic. I will write a small method logic, common logic, and you are returning a message, and in that you have calling the common logic. Okay, calling the common logic. What I will do, I will create another API dot get, and calling. Okay, just I will write calling. Okay, here def function here, um, like I will, okay, I will write get underscore user, where user equal to depends, and try to call the common logic. Okay, and you return the user. Okay, see now, let us go to the browser. Okay, here, uh, go to the browser now. What I will do here, get user. Where is the get user? Okay, some. Uh, okay, let's get unterminated. Okay, yeah, yes. See now, you got the get user, right? Yeah, try it out. See, you when it is calling the common logic, means under the wood, what is it has done? It has come here. Then it has, okay. What is it? Okay, I have to call this method. Then this response had been stored in this variable, and this message has been written. Means, let me explain the flow. First, you called get user API, get user API. Now in the method you are written depends common logic, right? Now the control went to the common logic method. Okay, common logic method executed. That response has been saved in this, and that has been returned. So before executing this method, this particular block of code is executed. So that's the use of depends. Now you will say only one time you are written and only one you can call. I will write the another method. Okay, I will write calling user. Okay, so I am writing randomly. Okay, to make you understand like how you can use this depends keyword. Okay, user equal to here also depends common law. Now return user. Okay, now reload it. There will be get user. There will be calling user. Try it out. Execute. Same message. Right. Now, what we will do? We will try to authenticate the user. Okay. So we'll try to do the authentication. What? Okay. We'll try to comment this part. So what we'll do? We'll first verify the token. Verify the token. If the token is valid, then we'll tell that it is an authorized user. Otherwise, unauthorized user. Okay. So in this depends because to go that method, it will try to call that valid token and try to do this. So for that, after depends, you have to call this header because the token will be sent via header. Okay. Yes. Now let us try to write the method verify token token str equal to header, and by default I will keep it as none. Okay, if token, let us define a string called as my code. Okay, then if it is not equal to this, raise http exception. Okay, status code equal to 401, and there is a detailed parameter also. This is also okay. You are here. You are defining a string called unauthorized. Or unauthorized. Okay. This you are defining. Now you try to use it. I will define one another okay. Get. So I will like user underscore list and get user list. Okay. And here I will I will tell um, user equal to depends verified token. Okay. Here and here if is not equal to this, otherwise return. You are calling user list means I will tell or let us write get user. Okay, not list. Okay, make it as get user here also on, so that here the user you are mentioning authorized user. Okay. Okay. Now you return just data is colon user. Okay. Mm. Now you see. Okay, get and write out. Let us send my code, which was the token. Now it showed authorized user. My code is the string I have done, which is invalidated, which is telling unauthorized. I think now you have understood what is the use of dependence. Depends in dependency injection. Means if you want to reuse any method, if you want to use any if you want to call any method for one or more APIs, means using depends you can call it. Okay, understood. I think please ping if you are following, means if you got this concept, means please ping me. I understood, so that now the next topics, what will be the discussion topics, I will tell you guys. Okay, you got this point, right? Depends. Now see, you have seen pedantic, you have seen status, you have used exceptions, everything and all. So now you got to know some of the still we haven't started, but in the fast API now you got to know how you can write an API. Okay, how to generate, how to create an API, and how to use the pedantic for validations, and what is the use of pedantic and how to include it, and all this stuff. And now one of the a good feature or helper method which we need to discuss before connecting the DB is depends. Why we are telling before connecting the DB means in the next class I will explain how we can connect DB and how to create a class, everything in detail. But there the depends plays a key role. Okay, so now I think so. Now we are good to go. Good to understand. One important concept now still to discuss is the middleware. We'll try to discuss in the next session. But please comment that you have understood the depends. Otherwise, I will come. I will try to create 2, 3 more examples so that making sure before we connect the DB and everything, there should be no doubts in your head. Okay, you got it right now. And in what are all the cases we might use this depends. Okay. Okay. Um, okay, then let us end this small session here only, and we'll try to connect after 1 hour, 1.5 hour, and we'll try to connect the DB today only. Today only we'll try to connect the DB. We'll discuss about the middleware, everything. You have to see an exception. Okay, you want to see an exception? Yeah, that is an exception, right? When you raise verify token uh, unauthorized. Okay, so that is an exception. One second, let me see here. So what you will not pass any code. Okay, execute. See unauthorized here 401 error unauthorized. This is an exception. You are handling those exception using you are raising this exception using HTTP exception and sending the state response from the this API. Okay, whenever there is a code match where right when you execute it, see now you are received 200 instead of 401 status code. Getting? So what we are doing here? Here you are raising an exception, sending the status code like this, and here you are returning authorized user. So whenever there is a successful this part of code is returned, when there is token mismatch, this part of code is being executed and returned. Getting? Okay. Okay. So this is an exception, sending the status code, everything. One thing, if you don't send, the API will not assume, no, they will have the status code also, but it is a good practice because while working with the front-end team and all, right, sending the status code is pretty good practice. Those things while working with the real-time applications, we will see in detail. But right, what are all the important things we are discussing? You get to know about pedantic, get to know about status, it depends, header, everything. These things. because these are important prerequisites which we need to understand before we jumping into real fastapi web application framework. Okay. Okay, then we'll connect after exactly 1 hour, 1.5 hour. Then we'll try to make a lengthy session and try to connect the DB and yeah. Okay, further steps we'll discuss in detail there. Okay, thank you guys.